Hey, Brad Kazmarski here. Today I'm going to talk about the mini band warm-up series that I have all of our athletes do. This is a series that I've probably compiled from a lot of people like Mike Boyle and different people on strengthcoach.com. Through the last couple of years, this is kind of what I've settled on, and I'm going to take you into the gym and show you that, but I want to talk about it first. Kids sit in a desk 8 hours a day, play team sports. We want to get them moving. Yes, there's the perfect way to do it. I call it ideal versus real. I can give you the ideal, but I also want to give you the real. And this is the real that a lot of people aren't giving you. Here's exactly what I do. We would love for them to do all the basic foam rolling and stretching. We have to, in a team-based practice, they are going to do the stretches I want them to do first. As a team, they get the mats out, they get the mini bands, and they get a rope. And we go through a stretching series, which I can show you later. But every athlete, when they walk in the weight room, regardless, has to do this mini band warm-up series. I'm going to show you that. The lower body is based on 3 movements to work on the hip stability and strength of 3 different directions. It's got to be quick, easy to learn, effective, and take minimal equipment and space. And it takes only like 5 minutes. If you have any longer than that, and if it doesn't meet any of those expectations, it's impossible for me to do in a team setting and probably for you to do too. And doesn't mean, just because I do this with teams, doesn't mean you can't do this with personal training clients or people in any environment. From adults down to kids, in any sort of situation or studio. This is just generally what I do. So we will start with the lateral mini band walk, which is a basic standard that everyone does. Open up the hips a little bit, strengthen the hips, the rotators. And then we're going to go to, on the ground, the band push apart. So we've gone some rotational, lateral hip stability first, then we've laid down and done more of an anterior core stability, hip stability, where we push the band apart, and then we're going to finish that one with the Cook hip lift without the band. So I call it a mini band series, but we're really just doing 2 out of the 3 mini bands. So lateral mini band walk, band push apart, butt bridge. We can do a 2-leg butt bridge or a Cook hip lift, depending on the ability level of the person. But in general, that quick lower body warm-up, lateral, band push apart, and butt bridge allows us to get the lateral side of the hips, the front side of the hips, and the posterior side. So we've generally warmed up that hip and core attachment. And then 2 other things we do really quickly. We take the mini band and put it around the wrist, separate it, and then hit a set of push-ups. And then we take a regular band and pull it apart. So the 2 upper body things we do are push-ups with band resistance, and then we do a band pull apart. So we've now worked on the push-up pattern and some sort of the scapular stabilizers. You can debate whether that's a thing or not. It doesn't matter. It takes about 10 seconds. So the 5 things I have everybody do as an activation warm-up series in a team setting where everyone can do it at once are the lateral hip movement, mini band walk, band push apart, Cook hip lift. And then when we go upper body, band resisted push-up, band pull apart. That takes probably 2.5 minutes. Everybody can do it every single day. There's no excuse. It's very easy to do, but very effective. Give it a try if you don't do something already. I definitely recommend this being part of what you do. And if you're having people being resistant into a long warm-up, this is at least a quick get-going thing, and then you can go from there.